Okay, so we just discovered them anyway. Even without stealing their maps. Okay, so it was just natural expansion. Fine. Alright, let's take a look at the rest of the world then. The dwarf explorers adventurers are from Anbennar and Escan. They are the dwarves that fled west from the Greentide and then returned to retake Dwarvar. Yeah, I knew that the Silverforge expedition is. I don't know where Asta is from though. Where is Asta from? Anyway, now we can see the world. So, what is going on? We are here in our own little corner. We seem to have expanded pretty well. Verkol Gulan has only gone one extra tile. Doing that rather slowly. Although... Your development's 11? The hell happened? Whoa! I think they've had some problems. Wow! Oh wow, Dirtwater is quite big. Dirtwater is their rival. And yeah, that's true, I can get into here as well. But that would be an adjacency to somebody else, which I'm not necessarily sure I want just yet. Could look at the adventurer culture and look at Anbennar and Escan to see where they came from. Let's see, they would be... We can't see them. They are here. Oh no, we can. Azra Expedition, Silver Dwarf. So, Silverforge. They're both from Silverforge. Interesting. Azra family is a major banking family in Anbennar. The expedition is funded by their bank. Aha! Devastation, probably because they're purging other races. I mean, we've... Not in their capital. The capital doesn't get devastation. I mean, if it was here, I'd understand it. Or in here, I'd understand it. But it's their capital. 40% devastation in their capital. Mods with an S. Ingo. Restoration operations. I think it was actually torn down at one stage. And then they've retaken it. Shadow Dreamer is down there. Then we've got the Greedy Grin. Seghilda. So Seghilda is actually doing quite well. They've actually taken out the humans and the Sun Elves. So like I said, Sinhilda was probably going to be the most like cosmopolitan of the dwarves. Because they're dwarves, humans and elves. And they have actually taken over those. Skewered Drake, those are kobolds. Big old fight going on over here. Varamhar is taking out Harpylen. Wow. Not bad for an OPM. Crikey. Taking out like the entirety. I mean, they're also aided by Serenyand. Ruby Company is doing well. Krakdumvor. Krakdumvor, wasn't that the Northern Realm? Like the one that starts, yeah, up here. It is. Wow, they've had an exceptional time expanding. And let's see, they've actually taken over Kugdir and made it their capital. Then the... Whoa, Gwarwords expanded a lot. Arban, Ibvavar, Nusha, Bladebreakers, Clouded Eye, Heart Grinders. So it doesn't look... Oh no, Iron Hammers. They're dwarves, I think. Iron Dwarves, there we go. So the Iron Hammers are doing okay. Stalwart Band, Order of the Ashen Rose, Corinthar, Raven's March. So in the south it looks like the Adventuring Companies are doing well. In the north it looks like it's more the Orcs. Frozen Moor has expanded. I think they're Frost Trolls. The Gnomes are back. They've actually taken the Storm Coast. Nymscod. So the Gnomes start on these islands because they were kicked out of their homelands. In fact, yeah, they're coming back in a big way. Nymscod's strong. Garwed's doing well. Lawrence doing pretty well. The Halflings, Bpec, not so well. Siege of Bipek. It's their capital. Oops. What about the boat dwarves? Boat dwarves are still alive. 30 development in their hold. What's their hold dev? 39. So yeah, my dev is way higher than theirs. It's 60. It's probably going to go up from that soon as well. This map just screams, so many greenskins to be evicted from the Dwarven tunnels. Skewered drakes are black orcs? I don't think so. Oh no, you're right. Black orcs. Yeah, that's true. Why would the kobolds call themselves the skewered drakes? Oh, sorry, I didn't hear what you said, Mordred. Just typing in chat, not to disturb you with the oh my god, what is this awesome mod? Annoying question. I was saying exclamation mods with an S to get the mods list. And yes, this is Anbennar. Basically, fantasy EU4. And rather good at that. If I were a betting man, I would actually bet that Paradox has a fantasy game, at least in theory, if not in production. Because they've done sci-fi, they've done historical grand strategy, the big glaring omission is fantasy. And if Anbennar does well, this is going to be a real proof of concept. Plus I know that Paradox have played this because they did one dev clash in Anbennar. Plus I know that Wiz, who was the Stellaris lead dev, is working on a secret project. I don't know what the project is, but I wouldn't be that surprised if it is actually a fantasy grand strat. Imagine if they got a license from Games Workshop. Yeah, that would be pretty amazing. Don't they have a Game of Thrones license, though? I seem to remember somewhere remembering that they have a Game of Thrones license. Wiz Secret Project is updating TK2. Oh no, I know what Wiz is working on. Victoria's Secret. March the Eagles 2. Secret Project's Victoria 3 in a fantasy realm. One era lacking Cold War, that's also true. Have I tried the Lord of the Rings mod for E4? I tried one of the E4 ones. Which one was that? Oh, it was Elder Scrolls. Still very much in development. See, when I played that, that's kind of what I expected Anbennar to be like. Like, the theory and the ambition is there, but the actual execution isn't. It needs another 2 or 3 years in development. Like, it has real potential. It's probably going to be really, really good, but all they've really got is the map and then the factions in the right places. There is no, like, special faction mechanics. There's no, like, idea sets or anything like that for the various factions. It just plays like vanilla. Kind of like the D&D mod for CK2 as well. The Faerun one. I'm scared of Victoria 3. Well, knowing what Paradox now knows about Victoria and making games, I think that Victoria 3 actually has the potential to be really good. They just need to make the economy more approachable, rather than just some aspect of black magic which just kind of works. Could be in the works of Grand Strat using the Game of Thrones license. It could be amazing. I'm just in Warhammer mood and forgot Game of Thrones mostly, especially after trying hard to suppress knowing the show entirely after the first final few seasons. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't even say it's the final few seasons. I would say it's like the final 2 episodes is where they just went... It was obvious the writers just like, you know what, I've had enough. And they were far too egocentric to, you know, hand it off to someone else. Which I don't think anyone would really have had a problem with. Devourrod wants a core. It can have a core. We are waiting on the innovative ideas because we've got another 62 days on building that hold. Now I feel like I can steal your sodding maps. This is the Tree of Stone. We'll be taking that. Thank you. So who are these guys? Dirtwater are harpies. Oh, okay. Lots and lots of harpies down there. Now, how big are their armies? 23. 9. So theirs aren't as big. I'm actually astonished that you've got 23,000 soldiers. So we really need to just continue investing in more men. More troops. Might as well steal those goblin maps now since you had the reveal. Yeah. Oh, we dug. We did dug. And yeah, I know about the straight crossings. Marlo, thanks. But it's good to point that out, because if I hadn't been watching other people playing this, I wouldn't have known. It's not exactly, like, explained anywhere. It's not exactly obvious either. 23,000 goblins is still 23,000 goblins, and that is less than 1,000 dwarves. True. After many years of effort, we have finally finished the new districts of our hold. This feat of architecture and engineering offers us many opportunities for expansion in the future. Digging operations done. Ovdal Kanzad is completed. So, what does level 4 outer hold give us? This hold has expanded beyond the original hold architecture into new carved structures along the massive caverns of the underground. So if we get development up to 70, we can expand again. This is reducing our dev costs by a whopping 350%. Increases goods produced by 0.5, taxes by 30, state maintenance by 40, defensiveness by 20, and autonomy by 10. However, construction time is now increased. So what I'm going to do is we're going to bring in dev cost reduction again. Unfortunately, we don't have any of the other cost reduction errors. And then we're going to drop in some admin points. $265. I don't think I can really afford to make this go any bigger right now. Huzzah! I really need these two technologies to go up, so I don't want to spend any dev points on that. And then we can basically get rid of that. Oh no, not for a year. Okay. Huzzah! But that should help, and our force limit now is 19. So how the heck are you maintaining 23,000? Huzzah! What is the development of your entire nation? Because it can't be that good. Now, there is a way of seeing that, but I don't remember where. Huzzah! Like the moon! Thank you very much for the gifted subs. Really appreciate that. Thank you. Voodoo Begs, Fanyogs, Trooper, Fear My Games, and De Siracco. Congratulations on the gifted subs. Courtesy of Like the Moon. Thank you very much for that. Goblin troops cost like 0.02 ducats a month per regiment, so cheap. Ah, okay. EU4 mod? Yes. Build the workshop first. I don't think we have an agenda for that at the moment, so no. I'd rather get the army going, so I can go and conquer these guys before somebody else does. They're down to 3,000? Ooh. So they are. And they're down to 9. Oh, I bet it was showing me the force limit, but not the actual number of soldiers they had. DLC subscription isn't available to everyone, only randomly selected people. I thought they'd rolled that out by now. It's been that way for about 2 years. I'm sorry if I misled you with that. I honestly thought it was now available for everyone. I mean, it's tough for me to give guidance on that stuff because I get it all from Paradox. Yeah, they are pretty far behind us in technology. Well, actually only 1 now. We're a 7, they're a 6. But if they're down to 3,000, then I think it is time that the dwarves step in and show superiority. We're going to war. And with that, I'm going to take a break. So if you need to take a break, I would recommend you do that now. This is going to be about 2 minutes. I will run an advert while I'm not here, so 2 minutes, everyone. And then we will go and crush some goblin skulls. 2 minutes, everyone, 2 minutes. Alright, I am back again. Let's switch over to EU4 and then get back into this. However, first of all, Julius, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Very much appreciate you joining us. Like the moon. Already acknowledged that. Just double checking if there are any others. Black Wolf wanted me to drink some tea. I can do that. Dave on Dale, thank you very much for the 7-month resubscription. Good evening, all. Good evening. Now, there are a couple of other follows, but I don't remember exactly where I got to last time. So, DS Smitham, Trakitu, Gillag, George, Char, I've said those already, I'm pretty sure. Terraflops, Cyanide Jackal, Juiciest Stan the Man. Thank you very much for the follows. Welcome to the channel. Razvanium. Welcome to the channel. Alright, I think I've done my catch-up. So, what are we doing? We are double-checking when the next uprisings are, because that is a very good point. They can rise up at any time. They can rise up at any time. Brilliant. They'll probably rise up on the same day as is usual, although I can now actually pass through here if I need to. So, let's go ahead and start attacking this. We can split off troops if we need to. We don't need to wait for morale. I think I'm going to go and crush their army while I'm at it. And there we go. Pretty quick conquest of their lands. Group you together, put you in the main capital, I think, just to make sure that we have a little bit of stuff going on. You've done uprising. Let's go and crush them, just to make sure we beat them. They are already sending peace offers, but I'm not going to accept any until we've actually taken their capital. Cucumber, you are amazing at sieging, so what I should really do is split Cucumber off. And have you join that army. And then we can have Kim and Moldea in this one. Alright, let's go and send those two home, because I don't think we really need them there. So we're at a plus 35% chance, 49% chance. Is this a nation or a speed hump? Speed hump. Though, there is something I should double check, because there is a way of purging lands, I thought. No, there isn't. So I wonder how that's going to work with this stuff. Ruined Copse is actually most of the way through. Could my economy manage another? It could, actually. So we could take all of this. So now if I was going to sue them for peace and take all of this, we absolutely could. And I quite like that the Ruined Copse has already rolled copper. You can choose to purge the goblins and it will kill them off. Yeah, we're already doing that. It'll happen automatically just like the goblin majority minorities. Okay, good to know. And of course I will take money. So I think I'm just going to straight up destroy them. Take their stuff. Laugh in their dead faces. I will grab you and put you in over here. Because that is a 9,000 strong native place. There's a few of them. Mercenary company unavailable. Novice adventurers. However, we've now got the local adventurers, the adventuring company, and the independent army available. Alright, so what we need to do is split our forces. Basically, because we now have to cover so many different areas. We're definitely not drilling. That's for sure. And we do need to start coring. Hold on. Is coring cost increased because of the goblin presence? Culture conversion cost is increased by 75%. Oh, I see. Integrated majority is regardless of what population they are. It's just how integrated they are. Does sending colonists to the colony you've taken over change culture and religion in this mod? Yes, it does. No, it's not. It's just because I've been here for a month. Oh, yeah. It did take a while to refresh previously, and wow, itchy nose. I have a chronic nose issue, which makes it feel like I always need to be like sneezing and sniffing and things like that, even though I rarely actually do. It's very annoying though, and days like this just sets it off. Our efforts to develop ruined copse go on, but now some of the settlers have rejected the capital city of the colony and begun establishing a new settlement, quite far from the official Kanzadi colony in ruined copse. Now people flock to the second settlement, and we are left to split our efforts. Should we force the settlers to abandon their second colony and rejoin the official, we shall consolidate our efforts in ruined copse and build our colony in a less efficient but more expedient way. So we can unite them or allow them both to grow. I'm quite happy to allow them both to grow. And you don't connect to anything, right? No. Oh, yeah. Were my cannon actually in the siege? Judging by the fact that they're here, I think they were, actually. That's good. Native Uprising, Ruined Corpse. Let's go and send you, Cucumber, in to go and fight them. Should be relatively easy to win this. We have an extra morale, we have 0.7 more tactics. And we have a cannon. They don't. In fact, the cannon's good for us because it means that they can't actually fight their full width. So they have units in reserve not doing anything. And there's an uprising here. Ha! You thought you could trick me, but you can't! I'm going to walk over here because that's definitely going to rise up like right after this. It didn't. Damn it, I went to the wrong place. Well, we forced them to rise. It's fine. Alright, so I don't think that there is actually any downside to coring this stuff now. Except for our corruption. A promising trader. 50% cheaper Amber Dwarf. Trade efficiency. That sounds good to me. We don't need the spy network anymore. And he costs less than a ducat. Hold on. That's not him. That's still okay, though. It's the culture that matters, not the religion. And yeah, it's definitely him, because look at the price difference. Buano Ringbeard it is. Now, where does it show the cost? I could have sworn that there was a way of seeing all the costs. Once he recruits him. Well, that's not very helpful. Yeah, it is once he recruits him. Ancestor worship. It is indeed because of culture, not religion. Okay, we're good. And Regent Court we seem to be relatively chill with, so it's fine. It's the faith of the other dwarves. An honourable people. Few are the countries in the world who do not claim to value honour and justice, but even fewer are the countries that actually live up to these ideals. However, the lack of large-scale and everyday corruption in Ovdal Kanzad has made it one of those rare places where principles matter over personal gain. Even abroad, Kanzadi expatriates are sought after for positions of trust, as our people are known for an adherence to duty and rejecting attempted bribes. Speaking of attempted bribes, how long until I can kick you out and then bring in your son? Still a while. That's fine. And we do have enough money, so we could hire another cannon, and I like that idea. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop one of these infantry. Whoops, wrong place. One of you. I'm going to join them. Agenda of the Diet. So, nobility wants manpower, which ain't going to happen. Jesperod wants autonomy for dev cost. Or the mages want me to improve relations to the Magisterium, which is here. Which I don't think I can do, because we can get maximum of 100, can't we? So it'll be 90. So I think of these, the only one that we can feasibly do... Oh yeah, we could send a gift, but they're so far away, I don't really care. Although is the Magisterium basically the papacy? I think they might be. But even then, the bonus is just 5 loyalty. I think I'd rather go for the dev cost in Jepsrod. We'll just have to drop the autonomy there for 10 years. Not the best thing ever, but it's also very easy to do. There it is, done. New trade good, so Dwarven 47 has got copper. So we got copper there, we got copper there, we got copper there. Iron, wool, fungus, fungus, fungus. So we actually produce a lot of copper. Ooh, trade, right, that's another thing we can do. Unfortunately, everything that feeds into us is what we haven't discovered yet. So, it doesn't really help. So how big is your army now? 8,000. Yeah, our military is pretty decent for our size, I would say. We just need a little bit of time to stabilize everything. Can I have a look at how the Empire of Anbennar is doing? Imperial Authority of 33. They've got one of their reforms done, the call for reform. No current incidents. They've gotten rid of the claims of the Halfling Elector. Oh, that's BPEC, isn't it? The Halfling Elector. 30 princes, 12 free cities. That's a few. Including Anbennar, which is like the Byzantium in this world. Oh, Napes Bay. I thought that was Nopes Bay. Nope! And then they have Elector's Pearl's Edge. BPEC is still an Elector. Dame's Crown. Moonhaven, which I'm guessing are elves. Yeah, Moon Elf. Istrelor. Silverforge, so the dwarves are an Elector. The Magisterium, and they don't actually have an 8th. So 7. And Regent Court is still the dominant faith, though I suspect that there is a reformation at some point.